Jameson Williams will not be ready for training camp, and that's okay. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you all for hanging out, for subscribing to the channel for all your Detroit Lions news, thoughts, things of that nature. I do appreciate all of you. Well, as I was expecting, Jameson Williams is not expected to participate in the start of training camp coming into this season. I had pretty much zero expectations to see him out there day one of training camp due to that injury that he sustained. It felt pretty far-fetched. However, there was always the hope, you could say. During a presser yesterday, Campbell made it very clear what they're trying to do with him, really that rehab, trying to get him where he needs to be before ever seeing the field. I love that Campbell and the staff are taking these precautions because, man, we see the amount of injuries that were sustained last year in Detroit, and it was appalling. And so this year, seeing a guy who comes in who is expected to be great, long-term great, playing at a high level, like Jameson Williams is, I don't want to see us try to throw him out there too quickly just for the sake of getting those reps. However, Jameson Williams has been present thus far on the sidelines, really growing mentally, taking notes on the side of the field. According to Justin Rogers' report, he noted Campbell saying, "Oh, he's engaged. We put him out there on the grass, and that's his domain. He's very much engaged. You ask him questions, he's got the script, he's on it. In meetings, he's very engaged. He asks good questions." In other words, Jameson Williams is here for it. He's not just sitting somewhere else trying to rehab. Yes, he is taking time with the training staff, getting where he needs to be. However, he's out on the side of the field, really taking it all in, and that's huge, seeing as where he is, what he's able to do right now. My guess is Williams doesn't see actual playing time on the field until after the bye week, but that could be all adjusted based on his rehab. We'll see where it goes. But shoot, man, there is so much hype regarding Jameson Williams and what he really brings to this wide receiver core, to the point where Antoine Randall was on Tim Twentyman's podcast. It's really the Detroit Lions podcast, but he was interviewed by Twentyman, and they discussed really what he brings to the table.
Just how will he dictate what defenses have to do against you guys?
Well, I mean, you mentioned some of it already. That defense has to focus on speed. Whether speed at number 3, number 2, or number 1, they got to try to play for speed. We dictate, right, what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And you can do that when you have speed. Now we can take it to a whole nother level, starting fresh from the beginning. So it's going to be really good for Jameson. And obviously a chart coming in and bringing us that speed.
Jameson Williams' speed is such an asset to this team. As Randall L. said it, the offense now, with this amount of speed coming from our wide receiver core, can dictate the defense downfield. With guys like Reynolds, with guys like Raymond, Chark, and now Jameson Williams, our offense has the opportunity to really dictate how the defense is going to play due to that speed. And so it is so exciting to know that, man, if he can rehab well, if we cannot push him too quickly, too harshly right now, let him rehab and not really put him out on the field until he is absolutely ready to go. That is our best option because, man, what he brings to the table, what he brings to this wide receiver core is going to be elite. I can't wait to see Williams out on the field. It's a matter of time, but that's exactly it. I want our coaching staff to take their time. I want him to take his time and not push it, not rush it just because he's a competitor and he wants to be out there. This is vital that we take our time, that he heals up fully, properly, and not try to push him and push his limits too early. But that is it. That is the news for today. We'll see where the rehab goes. And as always, I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.